Looking live at the airport that made recent headlines in months for travel troubles. This is Newark Airport in New Jersey, and that is coming into our monitors where travel tweaks in the system really have their first test after the fixes. Then looking live at the FlightAware travel map, every one of those plane graphics you see right there represents somebody in the skies right now. Real-time data bringing to life just how many people are traveling. When they took off, likely in flight right now even, they're wondering about reports of storms, reports of delays, or other travel troubles. We're testing the waters here. Live now to CBS News correspondent Nicole Valdes at a very busy Nashville International. So, Nicole, you are in Music City, USA. Is travel a sad country song, or is it a smooth 9 to 5, my friend?
Yeah, I did it at the top. They go like this.
Hey, Reed, I can always count on you for those puns, right? Look, I'll say this. It has been pretty smooth here in Nashville, despite this being a huge destination for not only summer travel, but for 4th of July. We've got some big celebrations going on downtown tonight, including an event called Let Freedom Sing. Dierks Bentley will be headlining that, so we'll into Nashville for that, but so far no major delays to report. I want to go back to what you mentioned about Newark Airport, though, because believe it or not, the statistics from that airport now say that Newark was in fact the most on-time airport in the New York City area in the month of June compared to JFK and LaGuardia. They had more on-time flights and fewer cancellations than both of those airports, despite the amount of challenges we know that they faced earlier on this year. But the FAA does expect this week to be the busiest 4th of July travel period that they have seen, and get this, 15 years. Today alone, they expect to see more than 51,000 flights take off, and another 60 million Americans are expected to travel, get in the car and take their families to where they're going. So a lot of people trying to get to their places today. We know there were some delays possible on the eastern coast there, as we saw some thunderstorms kick up, and those might continue to be a threat later on in the afternoon. Some of the delays that we've seen, of course, have really focused in on airports including Dallas. We've seen some delays over in Chicago, Miami, Boston, just to name a few. So as we get later in the day, the chances are those delays could really start to increase there. Earlier this morning was really the best time to leave. It still looks like a good amount of people here, so we'll just see how this plays out for the rest of the day.
Well, and anybody delayed at a gate or on a tarmac right now has that big question. Should I just have gotten behind the wheel and driven? Talk to me about gas prices and how that factors into travel.
Yeah, I think the good news for a lot of people trying to drive to where they're going this weekend. Gas prices are the lowest they've been actually since 2021. We're talking about $3.17. So for those who are hitting the road, that is some good news. And we know there are millions of people who are expected to do that. In fact, an increase of about 2% of travelers expected to drive, but that actually makes it the highest volume of drivers hitting the road this weekend on record.
No doubt, a lot of iPads in back seats for stressed out moms and dads too. Nice to talk to you, Nicole. You have a great day. Go get me a Cinnabon at that airport, will you? The music continues in Music City.